Luke here from Chunky Travellers. Blah, blah, blah. We, well, I at the moment, Ryan's still in bed, slacker. It's middle of the day, can you believe it? Nah, it's all good. We're just back at it. I wasn't going to do anything today, but I really want to get these couple of bits of rust cut out and plated. So, yeah, try and get this battery tray. I'll just spin the camera around. Oh, no, took a photo. How do I do that? Anyway, can't turn it around yet. But I just want to take this battery tray out just because there's a bit of rust in behind. I just want to give this a good clean and sand. Also, obviously, there's been a bit of brake fluid leaking. If you don't know, brake fluid eats paint, so if you ever do spill it, you really want to wash that off pretty quick. But yeah, we're going to clean that up hopefully today. A little bit of spot rust over there I'm just going to clean off and convert. And there's a little plate, I need a couple of plates I need to put in there on top of the two on the roof. So we're just going to hook into some of the bodywork today mainly is the goal, because we haven't ordered any parts yet, because Ryan's been away and whatnot, so haven't had a chance to sit down and work out what we need. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan for today. So we're gonna hook in right now, and yeah, I'll set up time lapse and whatnot, but you'll see it all. Alright, so this was yesterday's purchase, just a little Azito rotary tool. So they're all the bits. I'll show you what we're using it for at the minute. So obviously, as I've seen, some of Baverick's rust in the roof, and it's quite tricky, especially when all we've got is a 5-inch grinder, just to do these sorts of cuts without overshooting into the roof unnecessarily. So that's what we've used it for, just cutting in here. And you just get a much neater, nicer job. And they're only, that cost me $69 or $70 or something. Super cheap, really, for what it is. Works really good, actually. I was a bit worried because I only got these little tiny cutting wheels, but it held together, no worries for that. So, yeah, so we're just going to go around now and cut all the little bits out. And what you want to do, if you're doing this sort of thing, keep the little pieces you cut out, because they'll make really good templates later on when you're cutting out new sheet metal for it. So, but obviously for that we'll clean it out and prep the surface with the rust converter as well, just so we know it's probably never, hopefully never going to come back through. So that's the idea anyway. Alright, so probably seen the time lapse started cutting this rust out. It's not terrible, but as you can see there's a bit of crap in behind it. But we've got the bulk of it out. That was just a little one. That wasn't too bad. Just going to get some rust converter in here. Try and make sure none of this keeps continually rusting. Gee, these magnetic screwdrivers as they go. But yeah, other than that, we'll start making some plates up. Try and get them tacked on today. Yeah, that's about it for now.
He's so excited.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I sounded so boring then.
Calm down, Luke.
Yeah.
You're getting a bit excited.
I know. I'm just trying to keep it to a minimum. I don't want to overdo it. Alrighty. So you've probably seen from the time lapse then, hopefully I don't forget it in this one, is so we rust converted the roof bits we've cut out, both sides. I did just go around, had a little bit left over, so I thought stuff it would just wire brush some stuff, and as you can see how it reacts I just, yeah, white wheeler, obviously this bit I didn't worry because I'm going to cut this piece out and put a new piece in there. But we also had a couple little pieces in here. It's good because if it's not, the rust isn't too bad, you can just give it a good clean out, wipe it down, and just put this stuff in. And if it's not, like obviously here, it's never going to be seen, and it's not rusted through or causing any major damage, just run some of that stuff in there, give it a prime. We'll obviously paint all this when we paint it, but it'll never be seen, so you don't have to worry about it after you've, yeah, it doesn't need to be cut out and plated and all that stuff. So but yeah, that's sort of about where we got up to. We are going to duck down actually to Harley Davidson, buy a couple of helmets just for tomorrow. Hopefully we can get a ride along, whatever, in the July drift event, and pick up a few little things for this. We're going to probably start working on the fuel tank in this, this episode, maybe. Don't hold me to that, I said that in the last episode. But yeah, we've got to try and get around to that just to get it sealed up. I really want to find out if it's rusty inside. So if it's rusty inside, obviously we've got to get rid of it. There's no way to save that. So we'll just have to buy another one, find a good second-hand one or whatnot. And they also reckon the EFI sender. So if we do have to get rid of it, we just try and buy a petrol tank because they have a decent sender unit that's easily modified, or just new pump put into it so we can pump to our surge tank. But other than that, we'll we're going to try and get a bit done today. But yeah, for now we're just going to duck out. Alright, so where did I put it now? 1 second. Okay, so what we're doing a bit of bogging. So this is just some, I think Septon as well, yeah, Septon body filler. So just from Super Cheap. It was like, what was it, 25 bucks for that. So it's not too, it's reasonably priced. You can get a fair bit done on that. What I do, you always try and keep your board clean while you're working. Just makes it easy to scrape your bog off later. Sort of goes hard enough where you can just scrape it off. But if you leave it too long, it goes rock hard. So in between each time I get some new bog, I just give it a quick scrape and clean. Yeah, so all I do, I just scoop some of this. This is just how I do it, so have no training in panel beating or anything. I just do it the way my old man taught me to do it. So you just lay out what you can sort of manage, because if you go too much, it'll go hard on you too quickly. And so under the lid you get this little tuber hardener. So I was always taught, and you could probably just read the instructions, but pretty much 10% of what you've got in filler, you need, so whatever filler you've got down, 10% of hardener you need for that amount. So I just sort of guesstimate it. Sometimes you can make it a bit, make it so it dries a bit quicker or a bit slower or whatever, but you never want to go too small an amount, otherwise it'll just never harden and you'll be digging it back out again. And you just mix it through. And then, thanks Jazzy, we'll just go over to what you're working on. We'll skip over to the time lapse now because I can't carry it. that's the first layer. It's a bit dodgy, but it's just to fill up some of these holes. It's actually 10 times better already. Still a big hole here, but yeah, it's not bad. What do you reckon?
Rubbish.
It's rough. I haven't bogged in a long time, but it's.
Get a nice
But
sand and
yeah, we'll rub it down and layer our second layer on it. It'll be mint.
I'll have a rub down.
I'm sure you would. But yeah, that's the bogging part of it for now. We're just going to get back into cutting out some rust and welding in some plate now, just so we can start on this now. Every time I forget this stuff, rust converter. Every time I forget. Yeah, so the rust converter is done its thing, so we're going to start plating. What do you reckon? And this hairy behemoth's going to start cutting plate out for me.
Hairy.
Yeah. Hairy enough.
Don't record this. Don't record this bit, me trying to fit this in, because I don't know how it's going to go.
That's what it's all about, mate. I've got to show 'em my dodgy cutout too. So. Oh, that was a dog's breakfast.
Hey! Shut up. There's only so much I can do with the grinder, alright?
The bottom's good.
Let's go.
You know what I'd do? Cut it straight off of there, and we'll do it in 2 pieces.
Well, we could just do it in one, alright? Shut up.
Well, if you want to, but that bottom's perfect, man.
I know.
Because if you just cut it straight across,
No, you're right, mate.
just cut it straight across and just do it. Then you can just go from a straight bottom and do your up and your angle. Then.
I'm just going to do another one.
Okay.
Just add that and that.
All right. Go on, be like that.
Because I use this piece of cardboard and look at it, it's just like...
Oh, it's munted, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time, just close your eyes and just draw a picture. You probably get closer, mate. I'm a jerk. Anyway, in other news, we've got all this cleaned up, wire brushed. I'm pretty sure I showed you this bit anyway. And rust converted, all the crap bits. Oh yeah, over here I've done the same thing on this side. Just cleaned up all this rust and wire brushed everything and just rust converted it. Let it seal because it's a sealer too, so we just paint straight over that. This bit did have a couple of cracks. I just fixed them up. The welds are a bit dodgy. Still yet to convert the welder over to gas. I think that's going to be our next thing. Getting the welder onto gas because it'll just make a much nicer weld. This is just flux core and it doesn't like doing the thin stuff. So, but yeah, that's what we're up to. Brian's just cutting that piece there, and we're gonna seal that up. Then do these 2 pieces up here. And yeah, so he's already got the pieces cut for those. So I'm gonna start tacking them in. The man of many talents, mate. Fine, just good looks. Take 2, eh?
Need to do some trimming of that, but it looks good.
Nice.
Oh, that's the largest trim.
Lovely. Probably looking a bit paler than I usually do. Just got up here and finished sanding this fella off. Let me just, finish that sanding this. Still got to put another coat on. That's just a rough. Now you can see where your lows are and stuff like that. So low, there's another low here and in here. So slowly by slowly we just build it up. Got this welded that plate in, so I'll give that a quick sand. Just got to touch up some of that weld there, and then I'll bog that over as well while I do the second coat on this. That's pretty much where we're up to. So slowly by slowly getting through it, but still got one more plate up there to do, and the one that in the guard I've got to weld in as well, but I think we'll leave that for another day. Pretty much just going to get another coat on this, I reckon, and then call it quits. But just more bodywork till we start ordering some parts. Didn't get to the fuel tank, sorry about that. Twice now I've said I would. But I get a bit caught up doing other things. Here's what it is. Alright, that's it for me. We just quick bog job. Should be high enough now. There might be a little low spot there. The rest of it should be pretty good. Just a few little dips in, a few little nicks in the last coat of bog, so I've just put a little bit on them. And there might be a low spot there after we're done, but I'll just see. But the rest of it's pretty good. We just have to get a little bit more into here, I've just noticed. But that's our first rust repair. I just like to put it on a bit thicker. It just gives you a bit more material to work with. But we'll see how she goes. Other than that, I think that's it for episode 5 of building Baverick. It's coming along all right. We just once we start getting some decent parts in, I can really hook in. But for now, it's just making sure she doesn't keep rusting, and we've got a bit of a head start on the panel work when we go to do it properly, like really hook into it. So I'm pretty keen to make sure that tank's okay. So we'll definitely in the next episode of the Baverick build, we'll definitely look at the fuel tank, because I'm pretty keen to, because if it is buggered, I just want to get a new one sorted out. I don't want to have it just sitting there rusting away for no good reason. So but if it is good, then I'll order a pump and we'll get that thing built and sealed up, ready for when we do need it. So we hope you're enjoying it. It's just something a bit different. I figured, like a lot of people, sort of more into the motorsporty type stuff and the builds and that sort of thing. So we thought we'd go do something, try something a bit different for our channel. But if you are liking it and whatnot, make sure you subscribe, like it, and definitely hit the bell, because that'll, then every video we put up, then you guys will be notified as soon as it comes up. So please do that. And but for now, that's it. Episode 5's done.